Magnum wine bottles for the serious alcoholic. Okay, so we're making food today. That food, yes. Roasted red potatoes, maybe with some rosemary and garlic on it, and then some chicken, I think maybe some chicken Alfredo, and then just some corn just because I like to keep the corn fresh. We're just going to shock and blanch it because this is a heavy dish, and so we're going to need that to cleanse the palate between the bites. Gotta go potty? Alright, come on. Jerk. Yeah, that's right. Go poop out in the cold. Okay, so we're doing the potatoes first before we touch the chicken. Chicken last, called cross-contamination. You gotta get rid of these little eyes off of here because those are just kind of gross. Look, just because you're a bodybuilder or you're trying to live a healthy life does not mean you have to have tasteless food. Screw that shit. It's my mission to make sure that people have flavor in their food that want to live healthy. I don't believe in chicken and rice. Yeah, that's one way to do it, but I don't think it's the only way to do it. And I'm going to teach you how to be healthy. That being said, a heavy cream sauce is not exactly healthy. But it's cold out, and I want a little substance. So, I'd eat about 2 of these per meal. That's about a good fist size, so that's what I'm going to do. And I figure I'm going to get 5 meals out of that big-ass thing of chicken. So we want to have all of these pieces about the same size so that they cook evenly. So sometimes you can just quarter them, but sometimes you got to do them in 6. Okay, so we chose red potatoes because they're less starchy and they do much better when in the roasting process. The starch in Idaho's breaks them down and makes them. Okay, so we're going to put these in here. Watch it, it's getting hot. We're going to boil these and then we're going to bake them. Boiling goes quicker. That way you half boil them, half bake. In a professional kitchen, you do your dishes as they go along. So you cook, you clean. When you find a minute, you clean. And that includes, John, your damn stinky ass. Oh my God. Fresh parm. Oh, yeah. I'll be right back. Okay, potatoes boiling. Water for corn boiling. Got your pans ready. Work area clean. Wine ready. Ready to start cleaning the chicken. By the way, please take a look at the price per pound. That is on sale. So protein's always going to be the most expensive thing. Hunt for bargains. This is how you know you've got a hormone-fed chicken breast. That is a big-ass fucking chicken breast. It's not supposed to be that big. By the way, if anybody wants to know what to get me for Christmas, it would be a sharp fucking knife. Okay, so now we're going to tenderize these bitches, because as you can see, one end is thicker than the other. If you want it to cook evenly, they all got to be the same freaking length the whole way through. Time for a little seasoning. Be generous. Okay, got the pans going. Flour. Olive oil. You must factor this. Time to put them in the pan. We're putting them in presentation side down. Oh, listen to it sing. Potatoes are halfway done. Now we're going to toss them. Wine first. Yeah. Alright, so let's do a little bit of, just a little bit of this goes a long way. This is rosemary. Some garlic powder. I'm lazy and I don't have any garlic cloves. Salt and pepper. Lots of that and a little bit more olive oil to toss. Look at that, one-handed, bitches. Woo! Line these bitches out on a cookie sheet. Still one-handed.
Look at the little baby chicken breast. It's so cute. Hey, you're gonna go in my mouth.
Corn is basically done. All we did was shock it. I'm going to blanch it, which means run ice cold water under it, so it'll stop the cooking process. You definitely don't want mushy corn. But that's all I'm doing. Got a little bit of time left on this chicken to get it done, but this pan's done, and we're going to use this pan. See all this stuff here? That's called fond. F-O-N-D. It's French. Fond is where all the flavor is at. There's a ton of flavor packed in that, so we're going to use that to make the sauce. I'm going to use to make the sauce. Right here, right here, right here. Oh yeah. Yes, and I am actually using the wine. So these are done. We're taking them off. We're putting them over here and letting them rest, because you got to let the water redistribute between the chicken, otherwise you lose. My God, you have no idea how good this smells. Chicken and sauteed onions, a little bit of garlic powder. Oh my God. Orgasmic. Something. Okay, we're good. Take some of the cracklings off of that thing. Some of the fond off of this thing. God, it's so good. There's so much flavor packed in these things. This is why you have to use them. Time for a music change. What's that? MJ? You come to save me? Oh yeah, that's right. That's time to deglaze it with some wine. About a quarter cup should do it. So, this sucker's starting to come back up to heat. I've scraped up all the fond on there, so it's part of the sauce. That's why it looks so dark. Sucker's gonna taste so good. Sure, you let this sucker cook for at least a minute or so. You gotta cook off the alcohol. Do not get drunk off of the sauce. Only the wine. That is wine. That is sauce. All cooked off. Now we're gonna add some heavy cream. This is why it's not healthy. Okay. We're gonna bring this up to heat. Okay, she's bubbling up. We're going to start adding our sauces now, okay? Let's see what you got. Let's add some garlic powder. Right here, just a little, because we don't need much. Alright. Okay, we taste. We're going to use some salt and pepper, but remember, the Parmesan cheese is really salty, so let's wait a little bit for that. Okay, time to add the goodness. Lots of it. Alright, we're going to let this melt. Parm doesn't melt, so we're going to reduce the heat a little bit. Let this sucker cook low and slow. We don't want to burn our sauce, guys. So this sucker's melted. And taste. That's good. I think it's going to add a little bit of salt. Added the salt. Taste again. Perfection. No. Don't have that much sauce. We're going to take this, strain it, and then we're going to put it in here and toss it to coat. A little bit goes a longer way when you toss to coat. The strained sauce, we'll toss it. I know a lot of you that have some experience in cooking are going to say that sauce is brown, John. Why is it brown? Alfredo's not supposed to be brown. Brown because I added the fond from the chicken into the sauce. it's going to discolor it every time because brown is usually brown, not black. That means burned. So, screw the color. We don't care about the color. How it's the flavor all the time. Yeah, it's going to look a little brown, but who cares? Way more flavor than the white normal Alfredo that you're used to seeing. You got to separate yourself from that shit if you want the real flavor. This is what it looks like when you use fawns. So look, that shit's done. It tastes amazing. It tastes a little salty, a little creamy, and a hell of a lot of parm because I fucking love parm. Parm is the shit. Not that crap you get in the green canister. That's not real parm. Real parm costs like $7 to $17 a pound. That's the good shit. That's where all your flavor comes from. That's why it's called the Prince of Cheeses. Okay, check the potatoes. Close. Let's get them a little more crispy. I like them extra crispy. So now we're just waiting on the potatoes. So that means, guess what? Time to clean up some dishes. I've been cleaning all along, so it's not that bad. Oh my me. Oh hell yes! Boom, boom, bam, boom, boom. Check on those potatoes. Alright, perfect. So this is only 2.5 days worth of food. It only took me an hour, start to finish, from taking the stuff out of the kitchen, out of the fridge, onto the table like you just saw in the snaps. Realize that I've got a little bit higher production value because having worked in kitchens before, but this is possible for everybody, and this is the kind of stuff that you can eat. Well, maybe not the cream sauce, but outside of that, you can eat this stuff, and even the cream sauce can be monkeyed around with, and I'm working on that to where it actually tastes pretty damn good. And it can be healthy. So this is the kind of stuff I'm going to start bringing you guys from now on. I'm going to post recipes for all this stuff on my website as well as Facebook and social media. So you're in the loop. I hate this 10-second thing. It keeps cutting me off. Alright, I'm done. I'm going to eat and go to work.